Alright, so I know that my desk is a mess right now, but I found out something pretty cool you can do with the Law Gundam, the entry grade, which is this one right there, that Law Gundam. So something cool is that it has all the pieces, as you can pretty much tell by like the torso and the legs, it has all the pieces to make it turn into the RX-782. Because pretty much all it is just a backpack swap, shoulder pads, like your skirt pads right there, the head, which is actually really cool because it uses the same insert as the RX-782. It's just that it has, this different sort of shell. And then swap out the knees because these are for the Law Gundam and that's for the RX-782. So that's funny because you can make the RX-782. If you want to, use some blue paint for the black because, funny enough, I have the RX-782 right here. It's in pieces because one of the legs kind of broke. But if you use this, you can just make it look better or more like the RX-782. The only reason why I'm not is because I did paint this a really long time ago, and there's still like little splotches and remnants from that paint, and the color's a bit faded. And either way, I like the black because it looks more, militaristic and everything. But it's pretty cool, in my opinion, that it has all the pieces to become the RX-782. Even the scope on the rifle, you can change. Because normally, the scope for the Law Gundam rifle is this, which is like this little red piece. But you can change it to the regular, like, circular scope. Of course, you have to paint that little scope in. If I can get, like, a good shot of it without having to... Never mind. So, that little scope, you can paint that little scope in yellow, like how I did with the normal one, which did this quite a while ago. But you see, look, it's supposed to be yellow, and I did that on this one, but this one has broken stuff. And I also painted the javelin with the accurate colors, which kind of looks like a lollipop now, but it's whatever. It's accurate now. But that's pretty cool though that you can turn this into the RX-782. All I'm gonna do is that if you see all these little like blemishes and marks, I'm going to clean that up with some sandpaper and then just make it look a little bit better. But also, something else is that it also comes with the beam sabers too. It doesn't have the effects for it, but as you know, I have all the effects because I build Gunpla all the time. So, pretty much it's just, for me, it's a kit bash. But for anyone else, it's kind of like a, secret build. But also, wanted to show you guys the little rhinestone eye on the Zigok, which to me, I really like it. And whenever I get my GOG for Christmas, whenever I get my, maybe Char's Zaku, I don't know if it'll fit, but I'll try, because I have the rhinestone stickers, but I don't know if it'll fit for the Zaku, because this is the smallest that it goes to, and it fits really good on the Zigok, but the Zigok's mono eye is bigger, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to check that whenever I get the stuff. I know that it'll probably work with the GOG and all them. If I ever get the Rick Dom, it'll probably work with that too, but I'm probably going to get the master grade of the Dom before I get the high grade. But anyway, if you don't already know though, this is going to be my first upload onto my YouTube channel in a really long time, because if you don't already know, I used to post like crazy back when I was little, right? But then I deleted all that because I realized, yeah, that shit's all just really cringy. So I deleted it. And now I kind of just semi-restarted the account. Now, now it's here. But anyway, what I wanted to show you is that it's cool that you can actually just switch out the armor. Also, it's cool because on here the camera is green, and I painted the back camera green. On here, the camera's red. I have not painted the back camera red yet, but I'm going to do that whenever I get to it. But anyway, it's pretty cool that you can just turn it into the RX-782, but because of the black, it's more like the RX-78-1, which is the prototype. And on my Instagram, I actually did that. I may or may not tag my Instagram, who knows, but probably not. But if I end up doing it, then sure. You can follow it if you want. But the only thing that sucks is that the only weapons that you can use are just the rifle. That's it. You can only pretty much use the rifle. The sabers are pretty much useless if you're just keeping it like bare bones, no extra stuff like what I have. If you just buy the Law Gundam, sure, it's cool that it's a 2-in-1, technically, but you pretty much only get the rifle, because all the weapons for here, the Law Gundam, like, because this is supposed to be the Law Gundam, it has the weapons for it, which is this, like, weird beam javelin, even though it's not a javelin, I forgot what it was called, a little cool shield. The backpack unit is actually different as well, because you got to swap out the backpacks, but it comes with the other backpack, which is that one, the one that holds the beam sabers, and then this one holds the shield and the javelin. However, I do have the shield from this one, right? So I could just put that on here, which is what I'm gonna do. Pretty much it just let me put down the camera for this. Pretty much all it does is it just snaps in, or pegs in, I mean, and then now you got that shield on the back. The only issue with it is that these whites are actually different shades, if you can tell. That one's a bit more blue, and this one's a little bit more like, you know, just white. Because if you don't already know, the entry grade RX-78 was the first entry grade, so it was testing out the new type of plastic that they were using, so they were still kind of finicky with the colors. That's why the white looks so blue, right? On here, it's auto-adjusted to be yellow a little bit, but on here, it's a little bit more blue, so you can actually see the difference between the white. Because, like, this is, like, I think the Law Gundam came out not too long ago. Let me check. Came out like 2023, and the entry grade RX-78 I think came out 2022 or 2021, but it came out old. It's older, so it has older plastic and everything. Even the reprints that they're doing, right? It still has the weird colored plastic for some reason, and you can actually tell because this is the newer one, the Law Gundam. The gray on it is also different for the joints, the hands, the rifle. The everything else that's like inside that's gray is also different. You see, I can compare it with this RPG. You see, this RPG is more blue, and then this color is a little bit more gray, because they use the same color of gray for the entire of both of them kits. Because, you know, it's supposed to be cheap. Because this thing was like, when I got it on Amazon, it was like $14, and imagine if I got it at Hobby Lobby for a really good price. You know what I mean? It'd probably be like $5 or $9 at Hobby Lobby. But anyway, what happened is that it's cool that you can actually do the RX-78, but it's even cooler that basically all you have to do is just take off some armor. That's it. And if you want to, go ahead and paint the black, but you don't really have to, because either way this is accurate because of the RX-78-1 prototype, which is still pretty much just a, like, theoretical prototype. Because I don't actually think there's any, like, confirmed photos of it. But there is, you know, a model kit for it, and also it's, you know, canon in some sort of way. Because if there's a RX-78 there's a 1. And everybody knows that. That's just how it works. There has to be a predecessor. Also, it's kind of hilarious that this backpack is in one piece. And it still looks really good. Like, whenever I take it all off, let me take off the shield real quick. See, like, it looks different from the regular backpack, which I have right here. On here, it's the same sculpt, it's just that it's a different shade, right? Like, here, it has the beam sabers, it has a different sort of design, but on here, it's an even more different design, and it carries the javelin, which is pretty cool, because that's why I like Law Gundam. It's like the RX-78, but a little bit cooler. But the only thing I don't like is the head, because this head, to me, looks a little bit goofy. Prefer the regular head. If anything, I feel like it would have just been cooler if they released this javelin as like an extra weapon for the RX-78, because by itself it looks like it would be an extra, like, expansion pack weapon. So yeah. Also, I thought that I cemented these little knee pads down when I was first building it, because I didn't know that you could actually convert it. I thought that it was just a few of the parts. I didn't know it was all of the parts that you need to convert it. But it is. Literally, like, I thought that it had a different head unit, but no, the inside of the head on this has the same connection as the inside of the head on that. Like, there, you can see the differences. Right there, this one has 4 fins, that one only has, like, 2. Or, like, 2 pointing. This one has 2 pairs. This one only has 1 pair. But it is pretty neat, because you, pretty much all you gotta do to change it is just slide off that helmet. It looks really weird with the eyes, but let me push down the eyes again. You see, and if you actually can look closely, you can see that sort of like the spacing. I want it to focus. Yeah, you see, look. Now you can see the space between the eyes, and you can actually tell that whenever you put on the helmet, that little space gets shaded in because of shadows, and it actually looks like it's black. You see, it looks black almost from like a straight angle. From a bottom angle, it looks kind of weird because it looks like the eyes are poking out. But that's kind of what it is. You know what I mean? They're kind of just poking out. Anyway, I know that my desk is a mess. Don't worry about it. To me, this is organized. Okay. But, also, if you're wondering what this is my cement that I use. The, Mr. Cement Deluxe. It has the little tag on it, but I can see through the tag. But, anyway, if you're wondering what the scrunchie was, it was to keep my hair up when I was building some of this shit. And also, if you don't know, on this account I used to post like Legos and shit, and it's kind of funny because on this account I'm posting Gundams now. And matter of fact, you could actually see on my bottom bunk of my bed, because I have that, it's just all the boxes. Right there, there's more space for boxes over there. And I have all of these, which is crazy to think, but yeah. If you're wondering what the flight stand is, it was originally the RX-78-2 before I took it off to do the whole test that I was doing. I was testing if it could, convert. That was for this RX-78-2 before the leg broke, and also before I checked if I could convert this, and I could. So I'm just going to use this as the replacement, even with the black. I'm going to use the black too. It's going to look better. And I'm probably going to give it the RPG and everything, even though there's different shades, which if I ever find someone who does airbrushing, they are most definitely with pay. Like, I'm going to pay them to airbrush it probably, or I could just airbrush it myself, but airbrushing is pretty expensive, and I'd rather just pay someone else to do it because it's way quicker. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool that you can just swap out a few parts and then you got a completely different mobile suit. Anyway, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to actually stop the video here. Or not stop, but pause. And then I'm going to get back to y'all whenever I clean it up. And bam, I cleaned it up. Added some decals here and there. Looks much better now, I'm going to be honest. But, yeah, I think this is one of my favorite model kits ever. At least for, like, the level of detail. But, like, I don't know. I feel really, really accomplished by this build. On this hand, by the way, I'm probably going to put the, what's it called? One of the sabers, or maybe one of the bazookas. Well, not the bazooka yet, because I'm still waiting for all these stickers to dry out with that top coat. So, I'm probably just going to put the saber. Let me get my little saber piece from here. See, now we got that saber piece. Gotta get this saber out. Put this there. There. Now we got that saber. Throw that in there. And now, there you go. That's just kinda, a little custom that I did. I like it, me personally. I like the custom. But I'm also thinking about using some of the rhinestone stickers, which are these, and then these ones, which are actually strips for some reason. I don't know why they're strips, but they are, and I can separate the strips, but they're still strips. These ones, I don't know what to do with them because they were too big for the Zgok. The Zgok fit with this really, really small one, and I tried it on the Zaku and it didn't fit either. So what I'm probably going to do with these strips, divide them, and maybe, just maybe, use them for, what's it called? Use them as like an extra detail, which I don't know why or how I would ever put that on a Gundam, but maybe it could work. Maybe. I could try. But I think right here, this one I'm really proud of. I'm just going to let everything dry. I got nothing on the arms, though. I only got a little bit of stuff on the shoulder, top of the shoulders. On that shoulder right there, I got the numbers matching up. I got that little tag. What else? I got these little things on the knees. I got the little things on the shoes. Both sides matching. And on the back, shit. On the back, I got this little EFSF like logo on there. And instead of putting, god damn it, instead of putting top coat, because I don't have top coat, I just put a little bit of a thin layer of cement, which, you know, this little thing right here. Put a little bit of a thin layer, and it actually works as a top coat as well, because it gives it a nice little sheen whenever you look at it from the right angle. But from right here, it looks really good. Panel lined it a little bit in the face, as you could tell. Different in the video. Panel lined it. I did not panel line anything else. I was going to panel line the legs, but that's going to be later. And I don't know, I feel like this is just a really, really cool, like, model kit. Like, me personally, I like this. I like the conversion. I don't really like the Law Gundam that much anyway. I'm going to be honest. Law Gundam kind of looks like a weird, cheap, like, knockoff to me. I will most definitely use this Javelin, because look how cool this shit is. Let me get the two halves. Look in my little bin. Where's the blade for it? Alright, found the blade. So I have this little like thingy of Gundam accessories. Let me like put down my phone real quick, so I can actually build this. See, like, this looks cool, and I'm going to keep it on there. It's just that I'm not going to have the Law Gundam stuff. I'm just going to have this RX-78-2. So let me put on the little Javelin real quick. Was thinking about putting some decals on the beam sabers, but there's pretty much nothing that I could find that was that small, because most of these decals I took off of like master grades or other Gundams that I just had laying around with like extra decals on their decal sheet. See, like, that looks pretty cool to me. That Javelin, it looks pretty sick. I like it. I'm gonna probably have this sort of pose with it. Trying to get that pose. Right here. So I got it on the ground, touching the ground. It's pretty cool. I like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the two videos, and bada bing, bada boom, I'll upload it to my YouTube. Yay.